What's up, pretty gang? It's your favorite nail tech Peaches back with another video. It is October, which means it's spooky season, okay? Spooktober is upon us. And y'all already know I'm coming to you guys with some spooky sets. This one, we're going to call it Bad Kitty, okay? And I thought I'd do something different and tell you a little mini spooky story about who did Kitty kill or did somebody kill Kitty, okay? So first things first, you guys, follow me on Nailsbyprettyface on Instagram. Subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss out. I'm in Sacramento for those who want to book, and you can save money in the description below. We got a coupon code for not polished. They're actually sending me something soon, so you guys will see that. Visit my Amazon storefront for cheap alternatives, and follow me on my personal social media if you so please. This is everything we're using, all right? And coconut cream, that is from the chocolate bar collection. We got black licorice, which is a see-through black. We got black, and of course, Young Nails Core Clear, because that's what I like to encapsulate. I'm going to tell you right now, the order in which you place all of your powders matters, especially during this holiday season when we're going to be working with dark colors. Listen, put the darks in the front and put the lights in the back, okay? Because I'm telling you, you will trail dark colors into the light powders if you put the dark colors in the back. It's annoying, and it will show up as random marbling areas when you are trying to do your application, okay? And then I like to put my liquid off to the side so that way I don't accidentally drop random droplets everywhere that make random ass beads. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know the application is pretty much trash. We're speeding through a lot of stuff in this video because honestly it's neither here nor there. Okay, so let me tell you guys the inspiration for this set, because this is a freestyle. Okay, in my head, right, I think to myself, I like doing Hello Kitty sets, and I've already captioned the previous set Pretty Kitty, right? So I thought in my head, Bad Kitty. Okay, that's what we're gonna name this, is Bad Kitty. So from there I thought, okay, so let's do something based around Bad Kitty. So then I thought, we're gonna make everything bloodyfied. Okay, we're gonna splatter blood on top of everything. We're gonna add some charms and make it seem like who did what. Okay, so we're just gonna imagine in an imaginary Hello Kitty world, Kitty is walking down the street, right? Kitty hears some weird noises and she turns around and she thinks, okay, well, who the hell is following me? Because I know it's not meant for me, because that's what I would think to myself, right? I'm just gonna ignore it because I know it wasn't meant for me. So she's walking down the street, keep going, she's hearing crunching and leaves. She turns around and she said, I know that ain't nobody following me, right? And then out of the bushes, okay, let me tell you something really quick. Listen, this nail is meant for the pinky. This is the technique I use, but let's look closely if you need help with this particular design, because I realized that's not what I wanted here, so I went ahead and removed it. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, you know, Kitty hears crunching on the leaves, and so she shouts out loud, I know that ain't nobody following me. So then somebody comes out and they said, it is me following you. I'm following you, Kitty. You're a pretty kitty and I'm following you, and you have no idea why. And she's like, well, I don't like to be followed, so you need to back the hell up. So the man says, I'm gonna take you. So he takes her. He takes Kitty and he throws her in the back of the van, just like you would expect. So she's in the back of the van and she's thinking, well, hell, how do I get out of this, right? So she's thinking and she's plotting and she's planning. They arrive to a spooky house and he says, all right, it's time for something to go down. And then she's thinking to herself, well, I know you're not talking about me because I don't roll that way. Okay. Oh, so did I not? No. Okay, hold on, you guys. I know I'm all over the place. So you see, I think this is where I realized I made the mistake, and this is not what I want to go on. Okay. So this is what this is. So Kitty says, I know you're not going to do nothing to me. And the man says, oh, yes, I am. I know I am going to do something to you. So he ties her up and he throws her down the stairs to the basement steps. So she's down there and she's thinking and she's scared and she's like, okay, well, what do I do? Like, what can I do? Is there anything I can do? And then the man hears her and he says, I know you better shut up down there. And Kitty says, I know you're not talking to me. And he says, oh, yes, I am talking to you. So at this point, the man comes down there. Can you say you can punch somebody? Is that allowed? Will YouTube block my videos for this? Do you know?
Enforce fist.
Yeah, he takes that fist. Well, that don't sound very good, does it? He knocks her up her head. Okay, he busts her down to the white meat. They might not know what that means. So he busts her to the white meat and he says, you shut the hell up down there. And Kitty, she starts getting real mad, right? And then the man says, hold on, you better hold the hell up now. And then Kitty starts saying, you better hold the hell up. And so now the man gets scared and the tables are turned. So realistically, did he hurt Kitty or did Kitty hurt him? Because everything is bloodied up. All right, everything's bloodied up and the man is like, okay, Watch out now. Now, okay, so this color, you're gonna have to pause because I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. These are the colors we're using. Okay, now watch closely as we're gonna do a French tip, and we're gonna paint the faces. A lot of this is sped up. You guys have seen me do this a million times. It's gonna go back to regular motion when we paint the faces because, well, one face, and that's basically gonna be repeated on all. You're gonna see a round orb appear magically on another nail because I forgot, and that is for Kitty's face. Okay, so anyways, what did I say? Kitty told him to back the hell up, right? And Kitty said, "You back the hell up!" Right? Her voice gets deep, and she started looking weird, right? And he's like, "Hold on now, I didn't kidnap no weirdo, okay? I kidnapped a pretty kitty. That's what I wanted." And she says, "I ain't no pretty kitty." And now I'm thinking to myself, well, no, Kitty's thinking to herself. She's like, "Look, I'm about to scare the hell out of him, so he will know not to mess with pretty kitty no more." So he knocked her upside her head and busted her one more time to the white meat, right? So Kitty, she passes out. She faints. Now, when she wakes up, he got her in a cage, okay? A real deal cage. And he pokes her through the cage and says, "That'll show you. You bet you won't mess with me no more." And so Kitty is really, 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 really mad, okay? And so she's like, what am I doing? Okay, yeah. Ooh. Sorry, guys. My hair is in the frame. Listen, you're going to see a lot of changing angles here because we're getting it done. My client was on an unexpected business meeting. She was typing on a computer. She was back and forth. So we're going to excuse all the random angles, okay? Anyways, Kitty gets so mad. She reaches right through the bars and grabs him. Can you say he grabs him by the neck? Do you think YouTube will get mad about that? Well, okay, she reaches through the bars, right? She hemmed him up and she pulled him close. She said, "I know you better let me out." And he says, "What you gonna do?" And no, he slashed her. He slashed her. And he slashed her. And she said, "Meow." And then, don't laugh. This is a spooky. Okay. And she said, "Meow." And he said, "What? What the hell?" And so he dropped her. He said, "Oh my gosh, you are pretty kitty. You are." And then he comes close and he whispers to her, "I need you." And then he comes so close, she bit his ear right off. Okay. She bit his ear off. And he started yelling. He said, "Oh no, you pretty kitty." What? What?
You almost didn't say pretty kitty.
What do you think I said? Yeah. I wasn't going to cuss. Now this, look, that little orb is supposed to be her too. I wanted to do it like a Scream inspired kitty or something because I've been seeing stuff. Nail art is what I want to work on, you guys. I want to get really better at nail art. I can do simple things, but I don't know if it's like the brushes that I use and, you know, the types of polishes or how I layer things. I can draw like with a pencil and paper, but doing it with polish and nail art is like, it's something totally different. So over the years, I've been expanding stuff. So I wanted to try something that would kind of push my limits, but in like a friendly way. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. That's what's going on here, right? So he says, "Oh, pretty kitty, I can't believe you bit my freaking ear off." And she said, "I'll do it again." So at this point, his ear is, you know, it's drizzling down red. You know what I'm saying? It's getting everywhere. And okay, so at this point, I'm trying to draw the little Scream robe, right? And I feel like I could have done a better job. The thing is, I don't really do a lot of fine details and stuff. No, this is the thing. I really want to start doing nail art in my own specific way. I notice when I look at pictures or videos or something, or see something in passing, I'm not like hella confident in my nail art to where I feel like I can, you know, I ain't no nails by Dev or whatever, to where I'm just like, oh, I'm finna just bust it down. I'm finna just, I don't operate that way, but I feel like I need to start operating that way sometimes, because I notice when I don't reference other people's work, sometimes for me personally it comes out better. So I'm gonna work on that, right? So I forgot what Kitty said, but anyways, he had the nerve and the audacity to drip a little drop on her fur. That just drove her insane, because you know, pretty kitty, she just got washed recently, and she was actually walking when he was following her. She had somewhere to be, places to do, whatever the hell, right? So she got mad. She said, "I know you didn't drip on my fur. He said, oh my God, Pretty Kitty, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So you know what she did? Baby, she slashed him. And I'm not going to say, you know, did he make it past the slashing, but you see the nails and you see what happened. You see the inspiration. So the moral of the story is, I'm going to tell you right now, if you somebody who's stalking, you better watch out, okay? Because the tables might just get turned, okay? Because I know for certain you're not going to stalk me. I'll tell you that much. The tables will. Huh? What's wrong?
No one better not smoke.
Yeah, no one better not. The tables will get turned, okay? I'm telling you that right now. You don't want to mess with me, okay? Because I have already predetermined tactics in my book that really, don't laugh. Don't laugh. There's no reason for you to be sighing. I have predetermined tactics in my book. And you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, end of the story. I guess that wasn't really very much of a... Oh, I thought you had something to say. I guess that really wasn't too much of a spooky story now I'm thinking about it. But I hope it was entertaining enough. I mean, there's spooky music on top. So, I think that will probably do it. But anyways, yeah. Was it did Kitty get killed, or did Kitty do the killing? Like I said in the beginning, and she did. What? Stop laughing. You're just ruining my video. You just keep doing your little side comments.
I haven't really said anything.
You did. Anyways, yeah, Kitty did the killing, and that's why she called Bad Kitty. You know, because I mean, I tell you what, she slashed him good. That's all I'm gonna say. Or what? Okay, bye. Anyways, so now for the remainder of the video, we're gonna get to the good stuff. Okay, I don't know if you listen. It's 10 at night, and I'm supposed to be going back to do my nails. So this is keeping me nice and entertained. I just did this set today. So after I go ahead and color in the road part, now I thought I was gonna like ooh, a little peekaboo. I didn't like it, yeah, which is why you see at the end it didn't last. I was like, okay, this looked like a damn penguin or something. But you know what? More of the story is, what I want to tell you guys really, don't be afraid to try stuff, because although it can be annoying starting over or you know, being like, dang, I really have to, okay, is my thing not plugged in? My computer? It's not. Got my computer undone, babe. So you guys, as much of an annoyance as it can be to try something new and then have to start over and do whatever, sometimes it will teach you something about either what to do or what not to do for next time. So don't be afraid to just try something. You know, I felt like this kitty didn't look that bad. My client, she got a little lint on there, and this, you know, you can use acetone to kind of get it off, but be careful. Even when a polish is cured, acetone will still like melt it and spread it weirdly. So for the bow, honestly, my bows weren't that good, but by this time, I'm not gonna lie, my hands were a little shaky. My client, she was, you know, clickety clacking on the computer, and so, you know, at this point I felt bad, but it was kind of like, okay, it is what it is, because I can't keep competing with what she got going on the computer. And it ended up being like fine and stuff like that with the blood splatter. But just know, if you do not have ultra concentration, this is going to be a hard process. But if you guys have any tips for me or others about how to kind of get better at nail art and stuff like that, then drop some stuff below. And I mean, like, you know, if you're really, really good at it and you have like a really I don't even want to say a good technique, but if you happen to be really good at drawing characters and cartoons and stuff, drop some hints below. Okay, so yeah, I shouldn't be rubbing off the polish like that, but you guys, that's just what I did. Try not to do that if you can. Now the reds together, I felt like did really well. I feel like they made for a really great blood splatter, especially that darker red. Normally I use just like the cherry red, and it looks fine, and it looks perfectly fine. But man, that darker red, and I didn't even realize it hit like that, honestly. I think I tried to use it once, but I grabbed a different shade, like it had shimmer or something in it, and yeah, anyways, so I'm just outlining those. The thing you want to know is you want to outline the middle first, and then do the circles around the sides because, listen, you know, it looked very, very odd the way I tried to do that first, like a damn 3D can or something, a damn cylinder. I was like, what the hell is this? So, in a second, we're getting ready to do the blood splatter. The thing is, when you have your clients go brush their hands, tell them to bring you that brush back, okay? Because this is the best method that I have for blood splatter. I went ahead and I'm going to stick the charms on because in my head, I was like, I want to blood splatter these charms so bad. And that's what I did. So I have these products linked in my Amazon storefront. The Mia Secret resin glue. It is thicker than the regular nail glue and it dries a little slower, so it gives you time to kind of play with it before it dries. But now this stuff will dry, I'm telling you right now. And when it does, you stuck. I mean, literally stuck like glue. So I also did get some of these charms off of Amazon. I'm going to be updating my Amazon storefront with some more charms and stuff now that I got them. So I like to use stuff first and see how it goes before I just throw it on my storefront, you know. So you guys can see this is in fast motion, but so I am basically dipping in the dark red and then I'll dip in the cherry red, sometimes both at once, and I will go ahead and just tap 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 tap. Okay, and in doing so, it kind of makes its own blood splatter pattern. Okay, don't get worried about the staining in the brush. You can just put it in a bowl with some acetone and let it sit, and it will just come off, you know. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is fun. This is exciting. This is just the highlight of my day. I love doing blood splatters, like literally a lot. So you're gonna want to only use a little bit of polish at once, so that way you can just kind of re-up as you need to. A lot of it is going to get stuck on the bristles, and you can like use what's already there, but you're going to want to like keep dipping every now and then so you can get those actual like pools of blood, the splatter portions, like the bigger splatters. And you just keep doing this to your heart's content. Now the first layer you're going to go ahead and dry, and then you're going to want to go ahead on it with like a second layer so we get some dimension, and that's when I will go ahead and take a daughter tool and just dip in the darker red, add a little, you know, splotch here, and then go ahead and jack it up with the brush. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this set. I mean, I really liked the outcome. Maybe the story wasn't that great. I mean, I didn't think it through at all. But you know, like I said, bad kitty. This is the final result. Happy Spooktober. Say what you guys say. Okay, he fucked it up. See you later.